Imagine parachuting alone into enemy-occupied France, the night silent except for the wind in the trees. Below, a country at war, friends and foes hidden in the darkness. This was the world of World War II's shadow warriors, not soldiers in uniform, but men and women who moved unseen, deep behind enemy lines. Their battlefield, quiet villages, city streets, lonely forests. Their weapons, sabotage, espionage, and arming resistance fighters. Their mission, disrupt, destroy, and gather intelligence, at the risk of capture or death. Every encounter was a gamble. Every knock at the door could be the Gestapo. They became masters of disguise, blending in so perfectly they vanished into the crowd. Alone, they relied on their training, wits, and the hope of finding allies. No backup, no rescue, just survival. These agents paved the way for liberation, their courage a testament to the extraordinary in ordinary people. Their story is one of survival, secrecy, and relentless bravery. This is the world of the Shadow Warriors. In 1940, with Europe under Nazi control, Britain needed a new kind of warfare. The Special Operations Executive, SOE, was born to ignite resistance and sabotage from within. Soon, America followed with the Office of Strategic Services, the OSS. These weren't just spies, they were rebels, saboteurs, and trainers of resistance. Recruits came from all backgrounds, linguists, engineers, artists, even criminals. What mattered was resourcefulness, grit, and the ability to disappear. Many had ties to the countries they'd infiltrate, giving them natural cover. Training was brutal. Silent killing, demolition, disguise, and survival. They learned to forge documents, send coded messages, and endure interrogation. The goal, transform civilians into operatives who could survive alone, deep in enemy territory. It was a crash course in becoming invisible and deadly. These organizations became the backbone of Allied covert operations. Their legacy would shape the future of special forces. Shadow warriors relied on ingenious gear, tools as clever as they were deadly. The Fairbairn Sykes knife for silent kills, the silenced Welrod pistol, and the compact Sten gun were their weapons of choice. Gadgets were straight from a spy novel. Pen guns, radio pipes, map-concealing playing cards. Even clothing hid secrets. A bootlace could be a saw, a button a compass. Food was fuel. Chocolate, Bovril, Horlicks tablets, high energy, low weight. Every item had to be concealable, reliable, and essential for survival. But the most vital asset was the agent's mind. Calm under pressure, quick thinking, and unbreakable resolve were their true weapons. When radios failed or contacts vanished, it was mental toughness that kept them alive. Training forged this inner steel. Real missions tested it. In the end, guts mattered more than gadgets. These operatives survived because they were prepared for anything. Their courage was their greatest tool. On the ground, survival meant becoming invisible. In cities, agents mimicked locals, clothes, habits, even reading the right newspaper. In the countryside, they moved by night, using the land for cover. Safe houses run by resistance members offered brief refuge, but staying put was dangerous. In the wild, agents built camouflage shelters, slept in ditches or trees, anywhere to stay hidden. Sending messages was a deadly risk. Suitcase radios could betray their location in minutes. Every transmission meant moving fast, always one step ahead of enemy patrols. The constant threat of discovery was exhausting. One mistake could be fatal. Agents carried cyanide pills prepared for the worst rather than betray secrets. The psychological strain was immense, but they learned to project calm and confidence. Survival was a daily test of nerve, skill, and adaptability. They lived in a world where fear was constant, but courage kept them moving. Every sunrise was a victory. This was survival behind enemy lines. The Shadow Warriors' sabotage crippled the enemy and fueled resistance. Their actions delayed troops, choked supply lines, and shaped the outcome of battles like D-Day. They turned occupied nations into battlegrounds, forcing the enemy to fight on every front. The intelligence they gathered changed the course of the war. But their true legacy is resilience, ordinary people facing extraordinary danger. Their lessons: endure, adapt, stay calm, use your environment, trust your training. The will to survive is the most powerful weapon. These pioneers shaped modern special forces and inspired generations. Their courage ensured freedom's flame never died. The Shadow Warrior's story is a timeless lesson in survival and bravery.